Farewell, and sister, as the wind gives benefits and convey his assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and toy in blood, a violet in the youth of primy rose, forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it no more, the virtue of his will, but you must fear. His greatness weighed, his will is not his own, for he is subject to his birth. Don't lose your heart or your chaste treasure open in his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister. Be wary then, best safety lies in fear.
But, good my brother, do not, as some ungracious passers do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst, like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose pass of dalliance treads and wrecks not his own reed.
I stay too long, but here my father comes.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Look thou, character, give thy thoughts no tongue. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
The time invites you. Go, your servants tend.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it,
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of affection to me.
Affection? Puh. You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I don't know, my lord, what I should think.
Think yourself a baby, that you have ta'en these tenders for true pay. Running it thus, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Aye, fashion, you may call it. Go to, go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord. My lord!
How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
As I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled ungartered, and down gived to his ankle, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other. To speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. At last, a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound, as it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go, and with his hand over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes, for out o' doors he went without their helps, and to the last bended their light on me.
Come, go with me. I will seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, but as you did command, I did repel his fetters and deny his access to me.
Oh, that hath made him mad.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may affront Ophelia. Her father and myself will bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and by gather him, as if he behaved, if it be the affliction of his love, or thus not, for which he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book that may color your loneliness. I hear him coming. Let us withdraw.
With disregard, their currents turn dry, and lose the name of action. Ah! Soft you not, the fair Ophelia! Nymph in thy horizons, be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord, how are you?
I humbly thank you. Well, well, well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I've longed to redeliver. I pray you now, receive them.
No, no, I not give you what?
My honored lord, you know right well you did. Rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind.
Ha, ha. Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you were honest and fair, that your honesty would admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty transforms honesty from what it is to a bawd, rather than the force of honesty will transform beauty into his likeness. There's a paradox sometimes. I might be sorta kinda did, maybe love you once, but not anymore.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not believe me. For virtue cannot inoculate our old stock, but we should relish it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be breeder of sinners? Why? I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. Yet, I can accuse myself of such things that it would have been better had my mother not told me. We're all errant knaves. All of us. Believe none of us. Go to a nunnery.
Let her come in.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
Say you nay, pray you, Mark. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. Oh ho!
Nay, but Ophelia.
White his shroud as the mountain snow.
Alas, look here, my lord.
I'll yield you. They say the hours of being. God be at your table.
Conceit upon her father.
My gifts and buys for charity, and lack and buy for shame. Young men will do it if they come to it. My cup they are to blame. Good see, before you tumble me, you promised me to wed. He answers so, I would have done if thou hadst not come to my bed.
How long hath she been thus?
I hope all will be well. Good night, ladies. Good night. Good night, ladies. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you. My lords!
How now, my sweet queen? Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There is a willow grows aslant a brook, that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There with fantastic garlands did she come, of crow flowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds give a grosser name. But our cold maids do dead man's fingers call them. There on the pendant boughs her coronet weeds clambering to hang an envious sliver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell in weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide, and a mermaid like a while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old lauds, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element. But long it could not be that her garments heavy with their drink pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alright, go. It's recording.
Drowned? Where?
I myself am indifferent.
But yes, her face. Long stick.
I was the word deceived.
No, my good lord. Damn it!
Line.
He is dead and gone. Oh man! What means your lordship?
Polonius. Okay, now we go next.
Oh, okay.
And now the answer is if thou would do it. No! So close! Wait!
Get I will seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love.
You Okay.
Okay.
Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned?
From what it is to a ball, rather than the course.
But I charge you. Come your ways.
Sorry. Do it again. Just hurry up.
Okay, good.
Look to it. I charge you.